Shazazz Creations, your one-stop shop when it comes to customization. Totes, tees, tumblers, hats, and more. Looking for a customized gift idea for a graduation, birthday party, baby shower, or just a unique creation of your own? Check out Shazazz Creations as seen here on Whitney D TV. Female, Black owned. Use my promo in the description box down below and let her know Whitney D of Whitney D TV sent you. Thank you. Bye. Welcome to Embrace Pangea. These products are all created to bring you back to balance through nature's gifts. They have a wide range of products that deal with various aspects of daily life, such as deodorants, juices, clothing, vagina detoxes, and body scrubs. Whichever product that you decide to embrace, you can rest assured that it was created with love for the betterment of self. Embrace your Pangea. Visit the link in the description box below and let them know that Whitney D of Whitney D TV sent you. Bye. So check out the site embracepangea.com and embrace your Pangea. You know what I'm saying?
Come on in, people. It's time for the plug. Y'all know I got a word. If you don't know, you're gonna find out in a few minutes. My name is Britannia, and I am the plug. I am the plug. My name is Britannia, and I am the plug. I am the plug.
Hey guys, hi Gems. Welcome. Guys, I am very excited, honey. The party is coming. Welcome.
We hustle, but the night we know that the ride or die.
Welcome. Welcome to the house of the princess.
I keep boys by my seat. Know that the ride or die.
I'm 50% righteous, 50% ratchet.
We hustle, but the night boys by my side. Know that the ride or die. My name came up a lot of sounds. More when
Thank
I
y'all
was not
for joining
around.
us.
Certain people that I know.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back.
You take the blue pill.
The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to.
You take the red pill.
You stay in Wonderland.
And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
All I'm offering is the truth.
The choice is yours.
Welcome to the gold mine.
I can't even count, but numerous of times at night was taken to this back room and then molested. So I can't even count.
But I wasn't okay.
And then it got to the point where he started to go a little further.
Get off my sister, and I was just like, yeah, because I didn't know, what was going on. So was your abuse by females, males, or both?
Male.
So I would say around 7.
Because in that moment, we had all had a common narrative. They had been molested too, and 2 out of those sisters by the same person that was doing it to me.
He said, well, I want to ask you, are you gay?
We survived because it figured out what to do if we blow a fuse. And the brain knows what to do if it believes it will destruct. It takes memories and it moves them offline so that we don't remember, so we don't have to deal with what the brain says is too much for us.
Drama every time you do something. No peace, nowhere. You're not looking at the spirit realm. In the natural, you look like a pretty cool brother. You're a pretty cool sister, but you can't get along with nobody. And every relationship, even the good ones that should have turned out into something good, can't turn out good. because you're not aware of the spirit realm.
What's up, Jewel Gang? So I would like to address this white woman who goes by the name of Nikki Marie on Facebook. Her page is private, but her DMs are wide open. You see, this scarecrow thought it'd be a good idea to slide in a black woman's DM, bully and harass her over having a small disability. Pause and read. Pause and read. Pause and read. You see, this beautiful black woman you decided to harass for having a small disability, when being compared to you is walking art. Black women are literally walking Picassos, which is why snow roaches like you envy us so much. You look like the cashier at H-E-B that has to call the manager every 5 seconds because you're too stupid to work the register. You look like splattered bird shit dried up on the side of someone's car. You couldn't match her beauty if she gave you an audio booklet with a step-by-step description on how to do so. And between me and you, I'm the bigger bully. Sit your ass down.
So old and
Hey, I'm sorry about that, you guys. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. Let's go ahead and get into this, shall we? Hello, you guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be.
I'm Whitney.
Today I saw a ladybug, and it's so crazy because Whitney used to always call me Ladybug, and we used to have thousands of ladybugs in Virginia. Come summertime, we used to open up all the windows, and thousands of ladybugs would just come into the house. They would fly into the house, and it would just be the most beautiful thing ever. And I saw a ladybug today, and it made me think of Whitney. That's so crazy. It really made me think of Whitney.
What up, you guys? Welcome back. I'm sorry about that. I was trying to give you guys an update about the trial about R. Kelly, just for you guys to know. His former employee or assistant actually testified on today. Y'all can catch up on that, because I'm just going to go ahead and get into what you guys came for. Okay, from what I hear, I talk too daggone much. All right, at the beginning, I need to go ahead and get into stuff. Okay, not for nothing, you guys. Welcome to the channel. Okay. Welcome. Please place your city in the chat so I can give you guys a quick shout out. Make sure you guys keep it cute or you will get the boot. Okay, and that's on period. You don't have to agree, but keep it cute when you're claiming your disagreement. Okay, and furthermore, don't come over here spamming my check. On the contrary, I'm not admin. Okay, this is Whitney DTV. I guarantee you R. Kelly cannot see it. I assure you he's not looking at my channel. All right, I think he's more focused on the trial. Okay, so not for nothing, please keep it cute or get the boot. Respect my territory, and don't be over here spamming my chat with the free R. Kellys. If you're going to say something, make it be towards the allegations or what you're hearing before you. Let's stay on topic. Let's not deflect. All right, make sure you guys subscribe and like this video. Okay, if you want other people to see this video, don't go over to their side and be like, F R. Kelly and go to Whitney page. No. I don't need that promotion. I guarantee you I get it without it. Okay, what you can do is like the video. The more likes we get, the more this can flow through the algorithm. If you don't like it, it still counts. Okay, and you can click that down button, and either way it go, it's beneficial. But to get a further reach, click that share button. I guarantee you. Okay, take out like 2.2 seconds, click share, pick which platform you would like to place it on, and I guarantee you this will reach. Okay, that's all I need you guys to do. One share will go far. Okay, not for nothing, if you guys would like to join the channel, look up top. It is pinned up top. Join the channel. Gives you an opportunity to become a moderator. Okay, after talking over with my king, my husband, he suggested that you gotta work your jelly to be able to get you a ranch. But those that got it, you can keep it. Congratulations. But not for nothing, if you want to join the channel, please click join. If you would like to support this channel, please send me a cash app, or rather I do appreciate the super chats. However, 30% goes to YouTube. Okay, so if you want to get that donation, that support, that love offering to me, here's my cash app. It will also be located at the bottom of a screen where you will see what we're reading on tonight. I have not updated it just yet. However, because I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to be reading. Okay, so let me place this down here real quick. Pray you guys doing good tonight. All right, so you can see it down at the bottom. Okay, what I'll be reading, I'll update it later. Okay, not for nothing, you guys. Let's get into this. Okay, well, it's the big show. Yeah. Like we told you guys, we were going to be getting this information to you guys, and be it good, bad, or indifferent, we were going to bring it to you, and here it is. Okay, so if you guys aren't aware of where we're at, go and head on over to my brother at Miss Love Zone channel. Okay, he will be where you can catch up. Okay, all right. So if you can I'm sorry, I'm getting chats and stuff coming in. Let me just make this very clear to everybody that's here. I'm going to be reading. That's what I'm going to be focusing on. Okay. Then head on over later on tonight to Diva Divine Light. Okay. And yeah, we are your official readers for this side. All right. If you hear from anywhere else, be prepared for a real bias experience. All right. But not for nothing. Hello, everybody in the chat. I would not do you guys a service if I start saying hello to everybody. Okay. I'm just gonna say what's up to everybody that's in the chat. I love y'all so very much. And you could have been any place in the world, but you decided to come here. So let's get into it. All right. Let's go. Chill. All right, my brother said that he left off at 10:52. So that's where we're going to begin, you guys. Let's go ahead and get into this, all right? Through 460, Azriel answered, yes, I do. Generally speaking, what are they? She says, they are letters that I had written to the defendant, usually times when I didn't have a phone. And why would you write letters to the defendant on those occasions? She answers, if I had messed up or did something or broke a rule, I would usually have to write letters. Is this where it's are we right? Let me just confirm. This is where we left off at, you guys. I'm finna pull it up. Just making sure before I get all into it. Y'all know I get very into it. So if I'm not in the right place, you guys, please let me know. I'm gonna continue. These are new transcripts, just to let you. Thank you, Divine Light. Yes, these are new transcripts. We stopped where we was at when it came to the likes of the openings and Geronda. We told y'all when we would get these transcripts, we weren't afraid, and we're not. So here we are. This is the continuation of Azriel's week, because she went through Monday through Friday of last week, and we got them all. Okay, and so this is I want to say I want to say Tuesday. So this is the defense side. So let's go. If I had messed up or did something or broke a rule, I would usually have to write letters. And who were you writing letters to? To the defendant. Ms. Giddis, the government offers 457 through 460. The judge. Any objection? Mr. Canick? None. The court. Those are in evidence. Government exhibits 457 through 460 will receive in evidence. Exhibit published. I want to begin with government exhibit 457. This is two sides. We're going to start at the first side. Can you read? Is this your handwriting? She responds, yes, that is. Can you read what you wrote in government exhibit 457? At this point, this isn't about making me better. Your pride, sorry, and ego is involved, and you can't forgive me unless I suck up to you or beg or plead or hug all over you to forgive me. When really, as long as I'm trying, you should be thankful. As long as I'm still apologizing and accepting my chastising, you should be happy, because I have to be happy when you don't want to poke me or go out with me. I don't mind accepting my chastising, but I'm not going to get spankings over and over again because my apology isn't up to your standards, or doesn't feel your ego, or doesn't feed your ego, because that's not what it's about. As long as I apologize and turning 457 over, accepting my chastising, that's all that matters. I don't want you to, I don't want you to be able to say I'm the reason. Nothing is being done because I'm not. I accept my spanking. You walked out. So this cycle isn't happening because of me. So you can go, let Joy go, get her passport. You have the charger for your laptop. Joy can check it for you. She has an email, so she'll know how to work it. I don't want to be why everything is at a halt. Do you mind moving it up a little bit? One moment. I'm just really tired of arguing over stupid things that don't even matter. Things that if this was someone else, you won't even question it. Yeah, everything with me is a problem. And I am desperate to make us work. But I just don't know what else to do to fix this. Now, do you remember writing this specific letter? I don't remember what had transpired, but I do remember writing this letter. Yes. How regularly did you write letters similar to this one? Almost every 2 to 3 days. And looking back to the first side that you read, when you said, as long as I'm still apologizing and accepting my chastising, you should be happy. What are you referring to in that? Hold on, y'all. Okay. Meaning that sometimes when I would apologize, if it didn't like stroke his ego enough, an apology wouldn't suffice enough at all times. And what did you mean by chastising? Meaning like spanking. And on the back of this, you reference Joy. Is that the Joy who you previously testified about it and identified in a photo? Yes. I'm now putting government exhibit 458, which is in evidence on the screen. Can you read that to the jury if you can see it? I don't mind getting chastised, but I'm not going to get a spanking, apologize, and then go through it all over again. Because my apology isn't enough, or I don't beg you to forgive me. If Joy said I'm going to make a call in here or step out, and she said step out, you wouldn't have asked her why. You wouldn't have asked her why. You wouldn't have got upset or anything. Yet me, everything I say or do is always blown up, and it's stupid stuff. Doesn't even matter. And then when my apology isn't up to your standards, the cycle starts all over again. And there's an arrow, and I'm going to turn it over. This isn't teaching, and I'm just tired of this same cycle every time I may not hug you or beg you to forgive me. But an apology is an apology, and I don't know what more you want from me. I've apologized now. We have to go through this all over again because you still feel some type of way when it's not about either of our personal feelings. It's about me trying. Now, the top of that second page that you read, you wrote, that isn't teaching. Yes. And had anyone used the word teaching, the defendant saw chastising as teaching. How did you know that? He would say it or say that. And what is it that you understood the defendant meant by that? It was to help me, to chastise, the chastised word to help me. To help you do what? Remember the way to act and be. According to whom? The defendant. I'm now showing you what's in evidence as Government Exhibit 49 and 459. I'm sorry. What is on this? What is shown on this front page? A book. And if I flip it over, is there writing there? Yes, there is. Do you remember? And just to be clear, each of the letters 457 through 456, 460, you testified that those were the letters written by you, correct? Yes, they are. Do you remember why you were writing on a book cover? Because I had no paper. And sometimes if I didn't have paper and I was left somewhere, he would say to figure it out. So I would just have to write on anything I could find. Can you read what you wrote in Government Exhibit 459? I said, the things you get angry over, you wouldn't even care about if it was someone else. If Joy said she had to make a call and you wanted her to do so in or out of the room, you would say, which do you think? And she said out. You would say, okay. Then and drop it and leave it alone. Yet with me, a million extra questions that don't even matter. I'm not happy. I'm not being fulfilled sexually. And on top of that, I'm getting spankings nearly every day. This isn't what I want my life to be. And I know you don't want this either. When you said in there that I'm getting spankings nearly every day, what are you referring to? The defendant was hitting me every day. And finally, I'm showing you what's in evidence as Government Exhibit 460, and I'm just going to start by just holding it up. What is it that you notice about 460? The paper is torn in half. Yes. All right. Just the jury can see. All right. And then I'm going to put these two pieces of 460 back. Can you read that, please? Yes. The main issue is the things we argue over. I don't mind and will never mind being chastised because I've lied or did something wrong. I'm tired of you nitpicking stupid for profit reasons to start an argument. This started because you asked me where I thought I should have the call, which is so stupid. Then it led to you asking me why, which is when I lied and I got a spanking and apologized. Then you come in here and wanted to argue because you thought I text you because Joy texts you. I don't want to be with anyone that is on edge, looking for something to argue about, because that's exactly what it feels like. And if you argue with me and nitpick everything I do because I lay or sit the closest to you, then I don't want this. I mess up enough too much on my own for you to, I'm going to turn it over. Want to argue even more on top of everything. Because whether I choose to feed your ego or not, whether I have a little bit of remorse or overflowing with remorse or an apology is an apology. And I don't want to be with anyone that has a problem or challenges me on everything I do. At this point, it's just nitpicking and too many arguments over dumb stuff. And if you nitpick because I lay with you or I'm the closest to you, I don't want it. I don't want any of this. That means you are starting arguments purposely because I'm the closest to you or because I want to be the closest to you. I mess up enough on my own. So for you to do this continuously on top of me messing up, it's just too much. And I don't want it for you at all if this, and I don't want it for you at all if this is what I have to go through. Now, to be clear, I think on the first page of this, you wrote that I will never mind because chastised, because I won't never mind being chastised because I've lied. Uh-huh. But as you sit here today, do you mind being chastised? No. Did you want to be hit by the defendant? No. So, fair to say, you do mind being chastised, Mr. Mechanic. Objection. The judge. Overruled. The question is today, you wrote. The question is today, well, you asked the question. Today, do you still feel the same way that you, or do you still feel the way, maybe you never felt this, but do you feel the way that you wrote here where you said, I don't want to, or I don't mind being chastised? No, Mr. Mechanic. Objection. The judge. Overruled. How do you feel now? I feel that I never deserved any of that, and you didn't, AZRIEL. Just want y'all to know, don't put the plug Power and Purpose on timeout. Do not do that. That's my sister, okay? Oh, okay. I don't know if. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I see what happened. I thought somebody timed you out. I'm gonna keep reading, but I saw a comment and it said this sounds like a regular relationship. Yes, but the only thing that's not regular about it is the abuse. This is what we've been trying to tell y'all. Y'all been glorifying this monster. These have been relationships. However, they're morbid, they're warped. This is not normal. However, this is what he was trying to make her believe. This is what love is. This is what a relationship is. However, this is not. My king don't treat me like this. And when you love somebody, you don't treat them like this. And did you want to be chastised then? I did not. Now, yesterday you testified about certain letters that the defendant told you to write containing falsehoods. Do you recall that testimony? I do. And you also testified about apology letters that the defendant would say you wrote when you were in a room at the defendant's direction. Do you recall that? Yes. The letters that you just read, shown in Government Exhibit 457 to 460, which, how would you describe those letters? What were those? Well, these letters would not be acceptable. So basically, what I was saying in these letters is that I would be chastised, and then I would write this letter and he would not accept it. And then I would be chastised again. So if y'all don't comprehend what y'all just experienced, let me break it down for the people in the back. She would get in trouble. She would have to write a letter. It would have to be acceptable per his ego, per what he wanted her to say. So what you read is her basically like crying out, being honest, and he was like, bump that. You need to kiss my ass, basically. And so she would go back to the drawing board. Those were not true reflections of how she felt. Hell, she was trying to say what she had to say, not to get chastised again. Now, is this an example of one of the letters that you said you wrote that contained falsehood and embarrassing information? You heard that, falsehood. Yeah. Those were falsely written. What do you mean? Well, yesterday you testified about letters that you wrote where you would admit to stealing something from the defendant. That is not, these are strictly apology letters after he had felt I had done something wrong. Okay, so this is a different. There were two types of letters that the defendant had you write. Is that correct? Yes. Are you familiar with Are you familiar with docu-series, Surviving R. Kelly? I am familiar with it. Were you still living with the defendant at the time that it was aired? I was, yes. And the time that it was aired, what, if anything, did the defendant say about it? He did let us know ahead of time that there was a documentary coming out about him and that everything was false. And he told us about a few of the women who were a part of it, and that he had his attorneys send cease and desist to Lifetime. And when you said he told us, who do you mean by that? Me and Joy? And were you the two individuals still living with the defendant at the time the docuseries came out? Yes. What, if anything, did the defendant tell you to do if the docuseries came up while you were watching television? We were to immediately change the channel. And while you were with the defendant, did you watch the docu-series? Never. Did you and the defendant discuss making any public statements following at the docu-series? No. He had expressed to us that if there ever came a time for us to speak and stand up, would we? And we said yes. Did he explain what he wanted you to do? No. He never said that we would actually be publicly speaking. What, if anything, did you do to prepare for a hypothetical time when you would make a public appearance? Weeks prior to that, he had began telling us and making us answer questions. And just to be clear, who is the he in that statement? The defendant. And who is the us? Me and Joy. When you say he had you answer questions, what do you mean? He would have us when he was around us, he would ask us questions, and when we were alone, he would tell us to write down questions and write down our answers towards them. And any answers that we stumbled upon or didn't know the answer to, the right answer, to write it down so that when we would see him, we would go over it and he would give us the proper answer. And was the proper answer always the truthful answer? No, it was not. Let's run that back one more time. Rewind. And was the proper answer always the truthful The truthful answer. You people don't understand. You guys are making lies up about him. Oh my God, I don't want to sing. I don't want to, what? I don't want to sing. And was the proper answer always the truthful answer? You guys are just so dumb. Our parents just want this for money. They're doing this for money. And was the proper answer always the truthful answer? No, it was not. Did you eventually make a public appearance? We did, yes. What did you make a public appearance on? Gayle King. Where was that film? At Trump Towers on the hotel side. And at the time that you made the appearance on Gayle King, where were you living? At Trump Towers on the residential side. So far to say there were two parts of Trump Towers. Yes. One side was the residence and one side was the hotel side. Yes. Where was the defendant? Let me back up. Who is Gayle King? I don't know too much about her. I just believe that she's a news anchor. And was it a TV appearance or a radio appearance or something else? It was a TV. And so it was filmed, yes. And where was the defendant who participated in the Gayle King appearance? The defendant, me, and Joy. And when were you, in fact, interviewed by Gayle King? Yes, we were. And when you say we, who are you referring to? Me and Joy. Were the two of you interviewed together? Yes, we were. Where was the defendant while you and Joy were interviewed by Gayle King? Where was the defendant while you and Joy were interviewed by Gayle King? He was also present in the hotel room. He was also present in the hotel room. Were you truthful when you spoke to Gayle King? I was not. Rewind. Were you truthful when you spoke to Gayle King? You guys don't know the truth. Our parents are selling us. It's all about money. It's about money. Were you truthful when you spoke to Gayle King? Sorry, I was not. What, if anything, did the defendant do during that appearance during the time when you and Joy were being interviewed by Gayle King? He did. He did a coughing, he usually does, which everyone knows to let us know. Mr. Canick, objection! He was near. Would you tell what's going on in the back room? No. Next question, please. Good job, Azriel. You guys don't know our parents. It's all about money. You don't know my father. The judge abstained as to everyone knows part, but he did a cough. There's a very similar cough that he does. So that cough, what did you understand he meant by that cough? Well, he was just letting us know. Get it together. Well, he was just letting us know that he was in the room with us. And what did you believe was the purpose of the defendant letting you know he was in the room with you? The judge sustained. That means don't answer. Sorry. That's all right. I want to direct your attention to the summer of 2019. Did there come a time in the summer of 19 when you stopped living with the defendant for a period of time? Yes, there was. And during that that period of time, did you decide to leave the defendant permanently? Yes, I did. Approximately when did that happen? October 2019. And when you did that, did you move out of Trump Towers where you were where you had been living? Yes, because the money ran out. Uh-huh. Yeah, the money ran out. Yes. The money ran out. Yeah. You know, the money that the allowances that he was giving me, yeah, it ran out. So I decided to leave. Yeah, yeah. At some point, did you agree to meet with the government? I did. Yes. Do you remember when that first happened? I believe that was in January of 2020. Now, you testified yesterday that when you first saw the defendant at that concert, or when you first saw the defendant at the Dolphin Hotel, you auditioned for him. Do you recall that? Yes, I do. And you testified that the defendant said he was going to help you. Fair to say? Sorry, y'all, I got an eyelash in my eye. Hold on. Yes. What, if any, steps did the defendant take over the next 5 years to further your music aspiration? Let's rewind that question. What, if any, steps did the defendant take over the next 5 years to further your musical aspirations? You know, like the talent on the video that was just released the other day, Liar, Liar. You know, that talent. You know, also the talent that she said that she didn't want to do. Sing. No, I don't want to sing. I tried to kill myself because my family, my parents forced me to sing. It became a chore for me. Nothing is living for me. I won't get copywritten. Hey, yeah. The voice that she's using now that she's free. Yeah, yeah. The music aspiration that he didn't help. Yeah. What, if any, steps did the defendant take over the next 5 years to further your musical aspiration? None. None. While you were with the defendant, while you were still living with the defendant, would you have described to others your time with the defendant as abusive? Just to let anybody know, if you are bored or if you want me to do something, you guys can leave. You know that, right? Okay, because this is my channel, all right? And I present this the way I want to. If you're not entertained, you can find this somewhere else. All right, thank you. She says, yes, I would have. Would you have publicly said that, though? At that time that I was with him? No. Would you now? Yes. When did you start to do that? It took me until January of 2020, after you had spent some time away from the defendant. Yes. Have you had any contact? Rewind. Have you had any contact with the defendant since January of 2020? I have not. So for those that want to understand as to the reason why she was flipping and skipping and stumbling and bubbling, yeah, there was no holes to this girl's story. This girl was shook it. He did that same damn cough that he did on Gayle King. Yeah. You want to know why I know? Because my eyewitness saw it. And she got shook it. Oh, okay. Let me keep going. Miss Gideon, one moment. Pause in the proceedings. Nothing further, Your Honor. Let me rewind that back. Have you had any contact with the defendant since January of 2020? I have not. Yeah. I have not. So you get to hearing all this testimony. You get to seeing this bastard. And then those emotions come up. And then information comes up and you can ask questions. I don't want to get in trouble, but baby, you're free. That's just like when the men come out of jail, come out of prison, and they still eat with their hands over their plates and they still act a certain way. Yeah. That's what she dealt with. Yeah. What's up, Bishop? Welcome to the club. Yeah. Shouts out to the Bishop. You guys, we're almost done with the reading. Get those bombs in the chat if you are enjoying the show. Well, it's the big show. Put those bombs in the chat. Shouts out to my boy, the Bishop. The Bishop. Welcome. Welcome, you guys. Welcome, you guys, to Whitney D TV. Let's go. The judge. All right. I think this might be a good time, unless you want to start, Mr. Koenig. I think this might be a good time for a break, Mr. Koenig. Let's have a break. The judge. Okay. So just 15 minutes or so. Please don't talk about this case. The courtroom deputy. All right. Jury exits the courtroom. The judge and the witness can step down. The witness steps down. The court, the judge. All right, everybody can have a seat. Can I see counsel at the side for a minute, please? See, this is what we were talking about when it's redacted, okay? It's a lot of information that we can't be privy to, but the court reporter types everything up, okay? So they had to go back and they had to redact a lot of this information. Okay. All right, you guys, we have like 20 more pages to go and we're out this thing. Okay. Sorry, I love y'all. A recess was taken at 11:16 a.m. Okay, I got the okay to keep going. If y'all okay, I'll keep going. I hope y'all are entertained. All right. I got the okay from my brother to keep going. Okay. I don't want to step on nobody's toes. All right, you guys, let's keep going. All right. Put them bombs in the chat. Put those bombs in the chat. Yeah. The truth is being put out. And y'all see, I haven't been biased. I've been reading everything. I didn't hear none of this on the other side. And y'all over here having parades and gallivanting and stuff like that. I don't see anything wrong with this, but we're going to get into cross. Let's see what they're talking about. All right. Right. Let's go, y'all. The courtroom deputy. All right. The judge. Everyone can sit down. All right. Just before we begin, I think a couple of the jurors just want some clarity on the days that we're taking off. And Donna has helpfully put together a list. We'll be off this Friday. So they didn't have court Friday, y'all. But I think, am I correct that the jurors have asked to work on the 3rd? The courtroom deputy, yes. The judge. So just given how short we're going to be week. The next week we will be working on September 3rd, which is a Friday. Then we'll be off, obviously, for Labor Day and for the 7th and the 8th for Rosh Hashanah. Then we'll be working. Okay, y'all, I'm going to pass all this up. Okay? So remember that. Y'all, somebody take notes. I stopped on page... I'm going to keep reading, but I'm skipping all of this. I stopped on page 1067. Okay. And I skipped down to, okay. And I skipped down to 1072. Okay. And that's where I'm starting. All right, you guys, this is now getting into the cross. All right. This is the big uproar. Let's see what it is. The judge. I'm slightly concerned about not only is it relevant to you, Mr. Koenig, I think that Ms. Becker is conflicted out of it. Ms. Gideon, that's correct. The judge, I just don't know if you recall that, Mr. Koenig. I remind her, the judge, just in terms of if she is giving you any input or feedback. But it is, Mr. Koenig, I understand, the judge, but I did make a ruling. I think it's before you joined. Mr. Koenig, no, she's not giving me any advice or any information about the witness. Mr. Kelly is using her as a conduit. But other than that, she's just passing messages. The judge, okay. It just occurred to me that I think you should be extra careful about it. Mr. Kennedy, sure. I'll remind her right now. The judge, thank you. End of sidebar. Let's continue. Here we go, y'all. In open court, jury not present. The judge, all right. Let's get the jurors. The witness resumes to stand. The courtroom deputy. All right. Jury enters the courtroom. The courtroom deputy, you may be seated. The court or the judge. Okay. Everybody, we are ready to continue with the cross-examination by Mr. Canick. Before we break for lunch, I'll go over our schedule, calendar. Wise with you all. Go ahead, Mr. Canick. Mr. Canick, thank you. The courtroom deputy. The witness is reminded she's still under oath. The witness. Yes, ma'am. Cross-examination. Let's go. All right, let's go. Let's get it. How far did you go in school? Pardon me? How far did you go in school? The judge. I think your microphone might not be working, okay? How far did you go in school? High school. How far in high school? How far in high school? A high school diploma? You graduated? I did, yes. And when was it that you graduated? I graduated in 2016. 2016, yes. Was there a graduation ceremony? Yes, there was. What was the date of that graduation ceremony? I do not recall. Did you attend? I did, yes. Do you remember that time? What time of the year it was? I do not recall. Oh, but I do. But that's neither here nor there. I do not recall. Do you remember whether it was in January of 2016? No, I believe it would have been later. Later. Now, before coming in and starting your testimony, yesterday you had met with the government and gone over the questions that they asked of you. Am I correct? Yes, I did. And how many times have you met with the government to discuss your testimony prior to coming and giving the testimony here? I don't know. Well, more than 5? About, yes. And when was the last time you spoke with them about your testimony? Today. And what time today? Before we begun. Before you started this morning. Uh-huh. And what about last night? You asked me the last time. No, I'm asking you a new question. What about last night? Did you discuss your testimony with them last night? Not that I can recall, no. Did you have any meetings with them last night? After, no? And before yesterday, when was the last time you met with them to discuss your testimony? The day before I had come here. And do you recall what the day before was? It was the day before yesterday. What was that day? What is today's date? Thursday? Wednesday? The judge, today's Tuesday. You are looking to government for an answer. Sunday. Sunday. And what time did you start your meeting with them on Sunday? Probably around 11 a.m. And what time did you end on Sunday? Probably around 6 p.m. So about 7 hours on Sunday. Yes. And before Sunday, when had you met with them before Sunday? Saturday. And how much time? They are just asking some dumbass questions. I'm just sorry. And how much time did you spend with them on Saturday? About the same period. And what? And before Saturday, when was the last time you spent time with them? About a week early, about a week ago. No, I'm just, about a week earlier. And that week you met with them 1 day or 2 days? About 2 days. Yes. And the same amount of time? Yes. And when you met with I see why she was fumbling and bumbling. I mean, really. The day before yesterday and last week was December, and then September was November. You be like, what the hell? Yes, it was. I think. I don't know. I think it was. Like, goddamn. Okay. And when you met with them, you went over documents. Am I correct? I did, yes. And they shared with you information about prior interviews you had given. Am I correct? Yes. And they also shared with you these photographs that you testified about here. Am I correct? Yes, they did. And they also shared with you other exhibits that they had. Brother, yes, we can start that on the next page. So get ready. Yes. Now, also, you made a number of social media postings about the facts of this case. Am I correct? It's been limited, but yes. I beg your pardon. It's been limited, but yes. When you say limited, how many? Less than 5? Less than 5. When was your last posting? I do not recall. And you monetized those postings, am I correct? No, not all of them. I didn't ask you about all of them. I said my question was, have you monetized them? Miss Gideon's objection. I mean, damn. Yes, objection. Yes, Lord. Yes, 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 objection. Oh, goddamn. This nigga is dumb. I'm just saying. Oh, wow. Oh, my God, today. Oh, my God, today. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. I will be so stupid with this case, too. I will be up there just, oh, my God. Yes. I don't even know my name. What's my name? What's my name? Ask what? Zale? Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Did he slap you? I don't even remember. I just, what's today? Yeah. I didn't ask you about 5 minutes ago. I said 3. What? Yes. You know, back in September, you know, yeah. Yes, I guess. Shit. I mean, excuse me. Oh, Lord. I'm just, child. Whew. How y'all doing out there? We almost got 200 people viewing. Don't be out in them bushes, y'all. Go ahead and hit that like button. You know you like the show. You know you like the show. You're not going to get this way anywhere else. You're not going to get this reading anywhere else, okay? You're not going to get this reading anywhere else, all right? Woo! Yes, sir. These men say, do you remember the 21st night in September? While you chasing the night away. Party, y'all. Say that you remember. Yes, I remember. I do. Wait, I don't remember. I don't. So you was dancing in September? I guess. Yes. Yeah. I don't know. With the defendant, I don't. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Panda. I mean, I don't. Yes. Okay. We're gonna continue. No, it says it right there on the screen. I'm just waiting on my brother because we got something for y'all. I didn't ask you about all of them. I said my question was, have you monetized him? Miss Giddey's objection. The judge, well, why don't you, when you say monetize, do you mean was she paid for them? Mr. Canick, you've written about the monetization of content. Am I correct? You researched that, correct? Yes. So, you know what I mean. Am I correct? I do. Yes. Now, I want to go to your testimony yesterday and today. See, what? I want to go to your testimony today and yesterday. What? I want to go to your testimony yesterday and today. You just testified. So I guess we're going to today first. All right. You just testified and told this jury about years of abuse. Do you remember telling us about that? Yes. Okay. When did this abuse begin? In 2015. And you met with Mr. Kelly in 2000? You met him in 2015. Am I correct? Wait. What? Wait. Brother, you ready?
I'm ready. Can you hear me?
Yes, they can hear you. Let's do this. So
right,
now I bring on at Miss Love Zone, who will be playing the part of Mr. Canick, and I myself will be playing the wonderful AZRIEL Clary. Let's go, y'all.
Let's get it. Where you starting at?
I am on page.
Oh no, where you at? No, what's the last thing you said?
1078. I am where he said, now I want to go to your testimony yesterday and today.
Okay, cool. You want me to start there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now I'm going to go over your testimony yesterday and today. You just testified and told this jury about years of abuse. Do you remember telling us that?
Yes.
Okay. When did this abuse begin?
In 2015.
And you met Mr. Kelly in 2000. You met him in 2015. Am I correct?
Yes, I did.
And according to you, you met with him as of April 18th, 2015. Am I correct?
I don't remember the specific date of the show, but yes, it was in April.
Okay. And you testified that there came a point in time that you started living with him in 2015. Am I correct?
Yes, that is true.
When was the day?
That is when school had ended and summer had begun. I begun living in Chicago.
And the abuse started right then?
No.
Did the abuse start a month later?
The abuse started, about a few months later.
Okay, so it started a few months later. And was the nature of the abuse in a few months later? Withdraw that.
Tell me.
When was it that school ended?
I don't recall.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Sure.
All right, to show her something, see if it refreshes your recollection. Then Geddes comes in.
Can you show us what you're showing?
Proffering okay, so I approach. And I say, I want you to look at this document and see if it refreshes your recollection as to when the school year ended in 2015. Look at the portion that's highlighted in yellow.
Yes.
May I have it back?
Fair.
Now, after looking at that document, does it refresh your recollection as to when the school year ended in 2015?
It does.
When did it end?
Beginning of June.
I beg your pardon?
June.
June what?
3rd.
June 3rd. And based on your testimony then, you moved to Chicago with Mr. Kelly sometime after June 3rd, 2015.
I'm sorry, I should rephrase that. I actually had left school probably about a week and a half earlier. I had turned in all of my work.
So you left school prior to June 3rd, 2015.
Yes, that is accurate.
And look, you said that the abuse started about 2 months after that. Am I correct?
Yes.
And so that would be sometime in August. Am I correct?
That is the first time he hit me. Open palm, yes.
Mm-hmm. My question, and if you don't understand my question, please let me know. My question is, the abuse started sometime after August.
Can I just clarify? I'm so sorry, Mr. Canick. When you said abuse, are you referring to...
When you said abuse, are you referring to something in particular? A physical abuse? Oh, was that the judge talking?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's all right. Can I just clarify? I'm sorry, Mr. Canick. When you said abuse, are you referring to something in particular, a physical abuse?
Well, what I asked is that she testified about a number of abuse during the time she spent with him.
I just think it might be good to define that you mean by abuse.
What do you define abuse as being?
Well, why don't you direct her to the particular thing you want her to speak about? I just think abuse is a broad. All I'm saying is, if you can break it down, abuse is a broad term.
All right. Look, when you said that my client abused you for the first time, what was the nature of that abuse?
What time are you referring to?
I'm asking you. You said my client abused you 2 months after you started living with him. I'm asking you, I'm following your page. I'm asking you, what's the nature of that abuse?
Okay. There was a time that he did slap me, open palm. So that would possibly be the beginning of it, which is when I told him my age and the end of summer.
The end of summer. And he slapped you. He sent you home the next day. Am I correct? And when he slapped you, he sent you home the next day. Am I correct?
Yes, he did.
And the slap is sort of at you, according to you. Now, when you went home, you were with your parents. Am I correct?
Yes, I was.
Mm-hmm. You was with your family. Am I correct?
Yes, I was.
And you came back.
Yes, I did.
When you were with your parents, did you tell them that he slapped you?
I did not, no.
Now, you testified and told us that you met Mr. Kelly in April of 2015. Now, and you told him that you were 18 years old. Am I correct?
Yes.
Now, your parents told you to tell him that you were 18 years old. Am I correct?
Woo-hoo! No.
Your parents didn't tell you to tell him?
I'm overruling the objection.
Okay, listen. My question is, did your parents tell you to tell him that you were 18 years old? Yes or no?
No, they did not.
Now you testified and told us that when you went to this concert and that you were in the B section.
The C section.
The C section. So you weren't in the B section.
When we got there, they were together. So people in the C section could sit in the B section.
I'm asking, where were you?
The B section.
B or C?
I was in the B section with my parents, but we had bought tickets for the C section.
And there came a point in time that you said that somehow you got up to the pit.
Correct. Yes.
And prior, at some point, either before the show or while you were there, it was suggested to you by your mother that you get Mr. Kelly's attention. Am I correct?
I don't recall that.
Now, and when you got to be in the pit, you testified and told us yesterday that at some point Mr. Kelly grabbed your hand or held your hand.
Yes, he did.
Now, you weren't reaching your hand up to him. Am I correct?
Correct.
And you weren't the only one doing that. There was a number of fans trying to reach him and get his attention. Am I correct?
Absolutely, yes.
And he touched a number of hands as he performed a song. Am I correct?
Not actually true. He only touched about 10 people.
10 is not a number?
Objection. The judge. Sustained.
So he touched more than your hand. Am I correct?
Yes.
Now you testified and told us that he performed the show pretty much to you.
Yes.
Where were you standing? Were you standing alone?
I was not.
So you were around other people. Am I correct?
I was, yes.
So there are other fans at the show. Am I correct?
Yes, there was.
They were right around, like they were right around you. Am I correct?
Yes, they were.
There were people who were in the back of you. Am I correct?
Yes, there were.
Now, because you were that's because you was in the pit. Am I correct?
Yes, I was.
And there were people behind you. Am I correct?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No,
Immediately,
you're fine.
huh?
I'm just talking about he sucks. But go ahead.
Okay. Immediately behind you. Am I correct? If you want me to stop so you can give commentary, I can do that. So in between.
No, you okay. Yes, I was. Oh, wait,
Okay.
wait. Yes, there was.
Okay. Immediately behind you. Am I correct?
No.
So there weren't people sitting or standing behind where you were.
Oh, yes. In the pit. Yes.
Now, there were people on the side, to the right side of you.
Uh-huh.
And the left side of you.
I mean, she said yes prior to. Now she's saying uh-huh.
And in the pit, there were people bunched around trying to get attention and dancing. Am I correct?
Not many people were in the pit.
Speaking of dancing, you eventually got up on the stage. Am I correct?
I never got on the stage. I never got on the stage. I just want to say that again. I never got on the stage.
So you never got on the stage.
I never did, no.
So you didn't get on the stage and twerk on the speaker.
I don't know how to dance. Everybody should know that about me. But to answer your question, I sat on the speaker. I didn't go on the stage.
So you sat on the speaker.
Yes, I was on the speaker.
And the speaker was on the floor.
Yes.
So you danced on the speaker.
Yes.
You twerked on the speaker.
I danced on the speaker.
What dance did you do?
Objection. Oh my goodness. Y'all, this is what everybody's talking about, Edmonds.
I guess so.
Man, say, she said the truth. This nigga, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I thought they really was talking about something, Edmonds. I thought they really was talking about something. Oh my God. I'm sorry. We got 2 more pages. Oh my God. Child. Okay. I got confused my darn self. Okay. We was at objection. Overall, do you remember what kind of dance you did? I danced just like everyone else.
Do you know what a twerk is?
Yes, I do.
Did you twerk?
Objection. Something wrong with your volume, Admin.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Did you twerk?
Where you at? Oh, yeah. Objection. I was just moving my body just like everyone else.
Well, when you were moving your body like everyone else, you were twerking, weren't you?
Objection. Sustain. Yes, I was.
Okay.
I sustained objection, but I'm sorry. It's all right.
Now you testified that there came a point in time that you got Mr. Kelly's number somehow.
His entourage gave it to me, yes.
If my question asks a yes or no, please just give me a yes or a no.
Okay, sorry.
And after you got his number, you told your parents, am I correct?
Yes.
And at some point you told your parents, in particular, your mammy, that you think that Mr. Kelly was looking at you and you think he likes you.
I don't recall.
Now, after you got his number, you made an effort to reach out to him. Am I correct?
I did, yes.
And there was no response to that effort.
Yes.
And basically, there came a point in time that your mother reached out to him. Am I correct?
Yes.
And your mother started texting him.
Yes, she did.
And your mother started pretending that she was you. Am I correct?
Yes, she did.
And he asked your mother how old you were, how old she was, pretending to be you.
I don't know.
Now, you read those messages between Mr. Kelly and your mother pretending to be you. Am I correct?
I didn't read all of them, no.
Now, did you read the one where he asked your mother for a picture?
I just saw pictures. Yes, that's basically all I saw.
And she sent him pictures of you. Am I correct?
Yes, she did.
Pretending to be you. Am I correct?
Yes, she did.
And one of the things that was sent was a video of you dancing in your underwear. Am I correct? Singing and dancing in your underwear. Am I correct?
That's not true.
That's not true.
Yes.
Didn't send a picture of you singing and dancing in your underwear.
Objection. My mother? No.
Oh, but you did.
Oh, me? At a later date? Yes.
How long did your mother keep this texting to Robert? Pretending to be you.
It was only probably about 2 days.
Do you know how many texts were exchanged in that time?
I do not know.
Now you didn't have to be 18 to older to audition uh for being a singer. Am I correct?
No.
Now your parents were really invested in your music career.
Yes, they did support me.
Well, they did more than support you. They encouraged you. Am I correct?
Yes, they did.
In fact, they put great pressure on you. Am I correct?
I think they just supported me.
Well, isn't it a fact that they beat you so that you could?
Objection. Overruled.
Isn't it a fact that they beat you in order to make you practice your music?
Yes.
And that beating started when you was in Baltimore. Am I correct?
Yeah, just like Michael Jackson. They used to get me. You better do what I tell you to do, Roscoe.
Joe Jackson.
Yeah, right. I mean, this they really was saying like this is some craziness.
Man, this ain't nowhere close to as bad as they was trying to make it.
That was the last page, you guys. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. But brother, I'm finna come back on this screen with you, and I just want to have a conversation. Y'all, let's talk about this. I hope y'all were highly entertained by that. I think we got something, brother. Is that what we're gonna do?
I like that. I like the back and forth.
I like that too. Now, I'm sorry, and I'm not in my biased stance. I'm just being realistic. It's not what I expected.
Me either. This is the way they was explaining this was they was having parades and saying they was trying to sneak them out the back door and everything.
And it was just crazy. You see the part where she was talking about twerking to, and anybody that knows AZRIEL, if you are a true follower in love, that girl can't dance to save her life. I can see her up. It's a freaking concert. I can see her up there. Just, you know what I'm saying? That girl can't dance. Definitely was wrong when they said twerk. That girl can't twerk to save her life. She don't know how to dance. And then furthermore, yes, her mom was texting. They were in charge of her career. And that you never heard her say anything. They kept trying to lure her. He kept trying to lure her into stuff. And hell, I was getting fumbled and bubble. I'm like, yes, no, but Admiss.
It's crazy.
Admiss.
When I listen, us reading this, it is no. You know what it's like when the other side when they said that it was a win. Because they was going to allow, there was a lady, the lady that talks like this. We gotta win, guys. We gotta win. They're gonna allow them to have the iPads in the courtroom, guys. We win. Right.
Right.
That lady. This is the kind of the same equivalent of that. It's like they taking little things and trying to make it seem like they gotta win. When I read this, I don't see no win.
I don't see a win. I don't even see. Oh, AZRIEL just said. I don't even see it. I don't. I'm not even trying to be biased. Like I was on the edge. I was literally actually nervous myself to read it because I was like, oh my God, what am I going to find out? And I'm like, what the hell? What? She stumbled over if she was in section B or C of a concert. I don't even remember where I sat. And I mean, what are we talking about here?
I agree with Tears. Cannon did not do her that bad.
He did, but we still got more to read. So,
we do.
That's true. Maybe we haven't got to the gusp of everything.
Okay, that's true. Good point.
Because it was just horrible. I mean, she was pussy popping on a handstand on that stage, and she wasn't even on the stage. She said that, and then with the whole allegations of her parents beating her, what she say? What?
Man, what? Listen, sis, let me let you do your thing. Thanks for letting me come on. We're going to do this more often. Where you come on my channel and read, and we can go back and forth. I think the people really love that, and it gives it a different dynamic.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, you guys. Thank you, guys. Let's see what you guys have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I see somebody said that, well, that wasn't climactic. What you guys got to understand, we are all eating off of these scripts, okay? And so I just wanted to stop in enough time that gives the next speaker. We're not going to stop here. We're going to carry on to the next speaker, which is, Oops, sorry, I had belch. Okay, which is Diva Divine Light. Okay, and you're gonna head on. That's her channel name. Okay, and you put that in the search engine, and you will find her. Okay, or you can look in the chat for her page. But not for nothing, you guys. I just want to talk to you guys before she goes on. How did you guys think I did? How do you guys like the combination of us? So, how did you guys like that? Did y'all hear her confirm that, they weren't beating her? Now, what you did hear, however, you did hear how she used to get reprimanded. I mean, I didn't see nothing wrong about that. I'm a discipline my kids before the world do. That's on period. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sorry, not trying to be funny, and I love her. With the mouth Azriel got, y'all really think she gets whoopings? She's rather spoiled to me. Okay, I'm just saying. All right, you know those kids that get popped. You know them. You know the kids that get popped. Okay, you know the kids that get popped. And I guarantee you, I don't believe Azriel is one of them. Okay? I don't believe that. Okay? And the thing is, you could tell the difference because they asked, were you getting beat? She said no. And then he tried to make it seem as though by coming back and saying, well, what about when you're singing? Ain't you getting chat? Yeah, yep. My mom, if I don't get a note, if my mom don't, if I don't hit a note or whatever, or if I don't want to practice or whatever the case may be, yep, I get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Let me get into this chat and see what you guys are saying. And y'all, and I'm making light of it. I'm not saying, I mean, in regards to when she sings and stuff like that, I'm saying the girl's not getting beat. That's what I'm saying, okay? She is not getting beat. That's clear. She says it on the stand. She said it on the stand, okay? And that's the only thing we can go with, okay? Now, let me see what you guys had to say in the chat, okay? Let me see what you guys got to say. All right. So Indigo said the plug Travis Long is okay. Wasn't saying to free him. Was asking a question, making fun of supporters. Okay. I didn't hear their interpretation. The reporters and Pete that tweet are more accurate than these YouTube bloggers that's there. I'm not sure what you meant by that, Karen. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm reading after. What did they refute? I mean, from what I was hearing, it was like victory. R. Kelly is free him. This is a setup. This is a scam. They scammed him. And it's like, really? Really? So I'm just saying. Sonia, you said, baby, y'all reading sucked big time. I don't know if that was a joke or if you mean that. But I just want to do a PSA. You guys know that you guys can try to go find this somewhere else. You're never forced to come over here. And furthermore, for you guys to be so disturbed enough to where you want to comment, it just shows the level of what is it? Class. Yeah. When you don't care for what somebody's saying, you just move around. You just move around. Okay. Now, I'm seeing in the chat that some people are saying she did say they beat her to sing. Y'all got to stop being so dramatic. Okay. And y'all also got to remember how this man was asking questions and talking and stuff like that. And then the terminology that he was using. Okay. All right. So let's not do that, okay? Let's not put extra on there, okay? This was spicy. He put a lot of spice on there. A lot of extra. He was all over the place. So but I will say, Moss, I need you guys to be in this chat. I don't know if it's going too fast for y'all, but some people are talking crazy, silly, and wasting time in my chat. So I need you guys to be mandating this chat, reading these chats. It's ridiculous. So anyways, let me get in here and see what you guys got to say before we head on over to the Divine Diva Lights channel to hear the rest. And you guys, I left y'all right on the cusp so we can travel over, okay? She said, Audra says, I don't think her parents were abusive at all. My thing is this, okay? If they were so bad, like she said on Gayle King, mind you, she lied on Gayle King, okay? You know, the thing is that I'm not saying that she's not lying now. And like I told you guys, I'm being honest. I'm being fair. I'm biased, but I'm being fair. Okay? And if anybody else get on the stand, you're going to have some lies with the truth. And that's on period. Okay? AZRIEL blatantly told you guys that the stuff that she said on Gayle King wasn't true. Coerced by R. Kelly, however, lies the same. I don't think that everything that came out this girl mouth on the stand was 100. She's going to have to prove everything that she says, however. Okay? So, I just want to say that. R&B Trina says, I love that you all support one another. That's what it's all about. At the end of the day, we are supportive. You know what I'm saying? And we're not fixing to sit here and trip behind nobody or whatever the case may be. We are supportive. We're showing something different. So thank you for that. Thank you that you realize that. Indigo said, I received discipline. My parents spent good money for things I lost interest in. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Y'all act like y'all didn't get reprimanded. Child, please. If y'all think that's abuse about singing, you should have seen my parents. Let me go a street over. And I'm happy about it. I sure am. So somebody asked this question. Trelisa said, wait, I'm a little confused. Was he coughing in court as well? He was. Eyewitness was there that he was doing the same thing to her. That's what I'm saying. That's why she was kind of fumbling and mumbling. She was conflicted. She was triggered. So she was conflicted between the fact of the matter of, is she going to tell it on him or is she going to be honest? And her therapist was there. This is an eyewitness. Not these people in the overflow room or in the hallway. No, somebody that was in the court. He triggered her. He began to coughing and moving papers and acting like he had to find something. This was an eyewitness. So, while y'all still are making excuses and still deflecting, even this information has nothing to do with anything. It's good to hear because a lot of lies have been put out there about the parents. And regardless if they're truth, it still doesn't negate the fact of the matter what R. Kelly did to these alleged victims. That's on period. That's just on period. So while look into this chat and see what everybody got to say. I will just say this, that you guys don't ever have to come over here to listen to me. I tell you guys well in advance, I'm very long-winded. I also had a speech impediment growing up. So yes, sometimes I do fumble and mumble, but I'm courageous to sit up here with a lazy eye, a speech impediment, and speak to you guys in spite of, okay? And I look at reading as a story sometimes. And that's why I get into theatrics and stuff like that, because it makes me escape. It makes me be able to read a little bit better, just to let you guys know, okay? This is fun to me. I don't take none of this seriously, because I'm thankful by God that this is not me. This could have been you. This could have been your children. This could have been your sons, your daughters. By God's grace, it's not. So at the end of the day, people spent hard-earned money on these transcripts. And if you can read it better, if you can find it better somewhere else, turn your ass. Turn your ass. All right. Because the time that I put in on this channel for the last 1 hour and 48 minutes, I literally am not getting paid. They're not paying me for these videos because of the context in which we're talking about. So, like your mama should have taught you if she haven't, if you have nothing nice to say, shut your damn mouth. And I mean that in every way possible. Nobody's forcing you to listen to my cross-eyed, lazy-eyed, slow reading, chopped up reading, mispronouncing, black behind. But I do it for the culture. Okay. Y'all mad. Oh, y'all mad. It's okay. Anyways, now let me continue to get back to the people that enjoy the conversation. Okay. It's all right. Yeah. We made it sound realistic. Yeah. Anyways, somebody asked me, when did you hear anything about Joy testifying? Now, you guys know, yeah, I'm very unbothered. Now, you guys know I only speak from facts. I have not heard anything about Joy testifying. The only thing that I did hear is about her daddy not wanting her to. And baby, I'm sorry. No shade, no tea. I don't think she's ready for prosecution. That's just me. That's just me. I mean, she is not a good interviewer. Why do y'all think on Gayle King, AZRIEL did all the talking? So I'm just, just me. If I was defense, I would not put her on there. I would let her sit cute somewhere and let it be seen of her being supportive. You know what I'm saying? I would not put her on the scene. That's just me. That's just me. So I wouldn't. Yeah, mentally she isn't strong enough. They looking at the individuals, but the state is providing conspiracy. Yeah, and what y'all gotta understand is, let me see. Somebody said, so did her mom tell R. Kelly she was 18 or not? Again, she states on there. If you ask me about transcript, if you ask me anything outside, I'm not going to talk on something that I don't know. See, other people need to learn how to do that. Anyways, in regards to the transcript, she said she doesn't recall, that she only saw the conversation in which it led up to like videos and things of that nature. What y'all got to understand is, I'm going to say this again, I'm going to keep saying this every video because y'all act as if this is not realistic. But y'all won't say nothing to this little Lewis boy. who mama did the same thing. Are we going to talk about it? But you guys are sexist because ain't no parades, ain't no uproar, ain't no Lewis is a groupie for the likes of R. Kelly. Oh, but all these girls, they fast, they hot, they wanted it, they knew what they were getting themselves into. So it's sad because his mom did the same thing. When you are artist, when your child is underage, of course, I'm gonna be acting as kind of like when the baby put his foot in his mouth and his public relations got on the scene and was on his page talking on behalf of him. Yeah. Something like that. So y'all it's just ridiculous. Okay, I see something. Jarissa, the audio circle thing around her head got me weak. You see what I'm saying? Like, girl, you so childish. Y'all need to grow up. Y'all really do. Y'all need to go play with R. Kelly because it seemed like he liked childish games and antics and stuff like that. Don't play with me, baby. Okay? Anyways, let me wrap this up because now the trolls are coming out and I ain't got time because, like, God is still working on me. All right? God is definitely still working on me. Okay. If you guys don't have any further questions, concerns, and or comments, oh, they're in here. Let me see. But her last name Roach. I'm just saying, acting just like one. Don't make me turn the lights on you, Jarissa. Anyways, Crimson Tide. So you feel he had sex with minors? I don't know who that is. Hold on. Okay, let me go up. Let me see what y'all saying. Lewis is a victim too. He was preyed upon. Exactly. And the thing is, in regards to that, this Negro did it right in front of his daggone mama. Right in front of his daggone mama. You know what I'm saying? So, someone in another chat said Lewis was lying because he said Kelly filmed him in 2007 with the iPad. Laugh out loud. Well, at the end of the day, what y'all guys got to understand, you're going to hear some lies, even on the oath. You're going to hear some truths, even on the oath. At the end of the day, it's up to the prosecution or the defense to show the truths. And furthermore, it's up to the prosecution to show the truths and the defense to debunk those truths. So if they do poke holes in these alleged victims' stories, they did their job. So at the end of the day, all we got to do is see the footage, y'all. And like I read on yesterday's opening, you're going to see video and you're going to hear audio recordings. Okay? Shouts out to Diva Time 2. OCOV. She says, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. No, I think I think he said it was an iPad, but there was no iPad in 2007. But Lewis didn't meet him until 2017. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, see, what y'all also got to understand, and see, that's why everybody can't read transcripts, because some people don't know what they're reading, okay? And that's why everybody can't relay messages. It's kind of like that telephone game back in the day when we were younger. By the time it gets out, it's just people adding stuff and you don't know what was really truth. So they allow a little bit of those mishaps and those missteps, if you notice. AZRIEL is done. All this alleged impeachment, y'all, baby, that's for presidents. I was wondering when somebody was going to just come out and say that. Impeachment is for presidents, babies. I just can't. It's just it's the ignorance for me. God dang, it's the ignorance. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. I cannot. I cannot. He even told one of his workers in the documentary that his recordings were gonna get him in trouble. Yep. And then what he said, y'all should have did it 30 years ago. Y'all should have done this 30 years ago. It's never too late. Before I end this with you guys, like I say to you guys, it is never too late to get what's gotten. Okay. All right. You're only getting by. You're not getting away with anything. And let me get to my super chat. My super chat. Let me get to my hold on. Let me get to my Cash App because I want to shout you guys out before. Shouts out to Diva Tom, new member. Oh. Welcome to the Witness Nation. That's what's up. Welcome to the winning team. Okay? Welcome to the winning team. But like I tell y'all, you are only getting by. You're not getting away. Okay, so somebody says no, impeachment is for lying witnesses. It's a legal term, and the judge is considering. Let's read. Okay, let me just read. Let me just read. Okay, because I don't like to just go by hearsay. I like to read. And let me break it down as to why she's not getting impeached. Let me break it down why. I'm gonna read the definition, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why she's not getting impeached. And this is from somebody who knows direct. One second. Do. All right. Let's see what impeachment means, shall we? Let me tell you why. It says at trial, impeachment is the process of attacking the accuracy of witnesses' testimony. For example, if a witness's testimony at trial contradicts her earlier sworn statements, one or both parties might bring up the sworn statement to impeach her testimony, okay? So let me go back to what you said. Impeaching is for lying witnesses. No, it's not. It says here that it's the process of attacking the accuracy of a witness testimony. For example, if a witness testimony at a trial contradicts her early sworn testament, one or two parts, it's not that she's lying. They're trying to attack the accuracy to see if, when you're attacking what somebody's saying, you're trying to see if what they're saying to be right. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're lying. You're just trying to call them out to be a liar. And also, what you guys got to understand, why that can't be factual, is because, and I'm just gonna put that out there, okay? What you hearing is hearsay, sweetie. Okay? If that was factual, her transcripts would not be released right now. Yeah. Her transcripts will not be released because they're trying to come through what has been put out there. So even if they were, quote unquote, impeaching her, that's a process. Her transcripts will not be released. And they basically attacked what she had to say already. Now, if you show me in a transcript, not hearsay, not something that you heard online, then I will believe you. But if it's not in black and white, something that I can read, that's government approved, I can't confirm or deny that. However, my little birdie, I haven't heard that. And it does nobody a service to put false information out there. I had one person come to me. Hold on, let me see. You state much of the transcripts were redacted, but we will see. Thanks for addressing my comment. The thing is this. The reason why it's redacted is because what y'all got to also understand is that she's cooperating, okay? She's cooperating. And what you also got to understand, they took a lot of stuff under consideration with her being triggered, with all these things. So that's why I'm telling you, like, tread lightly on the impeach word and all this stuff like that. If all that stuff was true, don't y'all think it would be out in the media by now? Not us little loathy YouTubers. They're not about to impeach her. Why? Because AZRIEL is the most powerful testimony that they have. Because they have actual video and audio on her. And that's big facts. So I think not. So, yeah, I mean, I understand y'all are hearing what y'all hearing, but at the end of the day, I try to speak facts, and I'm not going to put hearsay out there. And even y'all definition of impeachment is not accurate. It's not somebody lying on the stand. It's that what they said before is contradictory to what they're saying now, and they're trying to get the accuracy of that. Not necessarily saying she's lying, saying some factors, you said this early, but if that's the case, all of them will be impeached. Because I could have sworn that Demetrius said something when he had COVID and he was with the government. And they didn't impeach him. He had immunity. They're going to do what they got to do to get the top nacho. The top honcho. I mean, not nacho. But, you know, I mean, I don't know everything. But I'm just saying, when I don't know everything, I don't put out lies either. So, I mean, at the end of the day, what they really say really doesn't matter either. It's what they're going to see and what they're going to hear. So at the end of the day, I want you guys to do your own research. If you guys want to obtain transcripts, you can do so. Look up where the courtroom is and reach out to the court reporter, and you can do your own research and read what is there. Okay, somebody asked me, so question, if they impeach her, they would try to prove that she perjured herself. Well, I can only go by what the definition is, and the legal definition is impeachment of a witness. At trial, impeachment is the process of attacking the accuracy of witnesses' testimony. For example, if a witness's testimony at trial contradicts her earlier sworn statements, one or both parties might bring up the sworn statement to impeach her testimony. That's what I'm saying. So it would have took place while then and there. And then on top of that, it will be a trial of impeachment. It's a whole process. So we would have read, or we will read that in the transcripts. That's no way around that. Just because they redacted, it don't mean nothing. It's if the prosecution or the defense called bullcorn on what she sworn in and said. But at the end of the day, I'm just sorry. Ain't no way around this. That nigga is done. Sorry. Okay? Sorry. Okay? At the end of the day. But anyways, let me see. Anything else? The defense asked for it to be. Hold on. The defense asked for it to be redacted. Yeah. So y'all also gotta pay attention to that. Y'all gotta pay attention who's redacting who. Who don't want one information out. Gotta pay attention to that. That is so good. Take R. Kelly. Done. Martha Stewart went to jail for lying, and she was rich. Joy wouldn't stand a chance. No, unfortunately, she wouldn't. That's why I'm saying it would not be good for a defense to put her up there, because I don't think, no. They're going to claim the trial was unfair. Well, they can do that. He still has 2 other courts to go to. So if it's not fair, maybe Illinois or maybe, Connecticut or wherever else he was would do better. The sidebars, yes, they did. So wish we could see. I know, G. I know, honey. I wish we could see too. But we're going to hear and we're going to see the evidence. And that's what's important to me. Not these frivolous conversations. I really, R. Kelly likely is done because the feds hardly ever miss. But don't be surprised if it's a Cosby situation. Well, I say this, Crimson. True that, honey bunches. But I say this in regards to Bill Cosby. It reminds me of how many of y'all watch Maury, right? And me and my husband would crack up with people that would go on the show, right? And the woman have like, she don't know who the baby daddy is, right? And so, she'll be like, I don't know if Lil Ray Ray is your baby. And come to find out he was, right? But then me and my husband like, but she still cheated on you. You know what I'm saying? So Bill Cosby is like that situation. Yeah, he's free, but by default, by a situation. Because technically, when he went in discovery, when they was deliberating, they did a deal. But he confessed to it. He confessed to I'm not saying alleged because I wasn't there, but it's all stuff that's out there. He confessed to drugging and raping these women. So the thing is that he did it. Just like R. Kelly did it back in yesteryears. If we're going to be real about it, Bill Cosby did it. He got out by default. So even if this was a Bill Cosby situation, which I highly doubt, because now we're in the 20th century here. Back then, they didn't really have camera phones and all this stuff. And then furthermore, this man did it. Yeah, technicality. Thank you, Diva. It's HD. Okay? It's HD. All right? But I'm just saying, like, my stuff is not Bible. That's why I try to skip. I try to stay to the transcripts. You know what I'm saying? This is not my life. I'm just reading about it, just like you. And I try to tread lightly because it could be me. I don't think any of these parents was thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna sign my children up to get beat, abused, treated as sex slaves. And if they did, shame on them. But I've not read one testimony that said that they did. It's all been alleged out here in these YouTube and internet streets. But per these testimonies, it's not factual. Wondering why they haven't shown the video evidence, waiting for closing arguments. I think they're trying to get through the bulk of the alleged victims. I think it's like 7 girls and then like 2 men. So I think they're trying to let you guys hear all of the victims or the alleged victims. And then they're going to just show you the proof to back up everything they said. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know again. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Well, many of them are God, Shy, and you're going to see them flip like a pancake. Okay, many of them are God. That's why y'all keep yelling parents and stuff like that. Y'all, the trial is commenced. It's going on. I'm telling you, the feds, they gather up everything. It ain't gonna be no, well, we're gonna call in. No, y'all, the feds, they have a 99% conviction rate, if I'm not mistaken, like 99% turnover. Like, they don't play. Think about Sweetie Pies and her grandson. They spent 4 years of collecting evidence. 4 years. So, I mean, they hurried and got Bill Cosby because he was violating white women. Exactly. But since it's these little black girls, they don't care, right? They're fast, they're hot, they deserved it. They knew what they was getting themselves into, right? Yeah. Do you like teenage girls, teenagers? What do you mean by teenager girls who are teens? Huh? Are you asking me, Diva Tom, too? Or are you being funny about what was said? I don't know. I don't know if you're asking me. Aaron Hernandez got an acquittal for shooting a guy in the face when the 2 of them were alone in the car. But that was the state, not federal. Exactly. Federal is nothing to play with. It's taken this far for Robert Sylvester Kelly, but they're about to hang him. Or he gonna hang himself with all this. Don't they have to submit it with their testimony? They have been submitting articles of evidence. That's when I say exhibit and all this stuff like that. But they don't have to show everything up front, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, they can, add different pieces as it comes, So I don't think so, but I do know they have been adding evidence. What is a teenager? Technically, is when you it's when you no longer say teen at the end of it. So technically, a 19-year-old is a teenager. Technically. Okay? Technically. Okay, technically. But if we go to Google, there it goes. See, I'm telling y'all, Google will save the freaking day. Somebody asked, what is a teenager? Let me tell you what Google, and I just said this to y'all. What is a teenager? A person aged between 13 and 19. Adolescent, youth, a boy, girl, minor, juvenile, kid. That's what I was thinking. I was like, when you get to stop saying teen at the end of it, they're no longer a teenager. So a 20-year-old, they're not a teenager. Yeah, I mean. Gonna wrap this up, you guys. I'm not sure they have. Okay. Easiest question in the world to answer. R. Kelly, the answer is no, right? Okay, I get what you're saying. Everything done in the dark eventually makes its way to the light. It does. It does. Supposedly exhibits that are published in court are available to view for the public. Exactly. So I don't know. Maybe, that's a lot of where the redactions are. Maybe, the submissions. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Either way, no 30 to 40-year-old guy has no business sticking his peen in a 19-year-old. I don't think so either. I don't even care if they're 18. 18, you still a kid at the mind. We don't get our frontal lobe or I don't know what that thing is, but in the front where we become more mature until we're like, 21 for most women, and then I think it's like 25 for men. Frontal lobe or whatever cortex lobe, whatever that thing is. Y'all know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I was asking because R. Kelly doesn't know what a teenager is. I mean, he didn't even know how to pronounce AZRIEL name. That's why he called her Zell. Okay, so that's neither here nor there. So hey. Hey. But not for nothing, you guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. Y'all get ready to head over to the Diva Divine Lights channel. Please, you guys, make sure you head on up over there. This is where we're going to continue the rest of the transcript. And then I think we're going to start back at it on tomorrow. We literally have every day of AZRIEL's trial, her testimony. Again, if you guys don't like the way I present it, don't tune in. Okay? So that's all I can say in regards to that. If I don't tickle your fancy with my reading or my theatrics or whatever the case may be, don't tune in. I try my best to try to make it as theatrical as I can because it's boring just to be like, and the judge said, objection, overruled, substain. The defendant said, but it's just like dry eye. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, if you notice, we be speaking in us, hours. So I be just trying to make it entertaining. But if it's mundane to you, go spend your money on it, and you can just read them. You know what I'm saying? Or go here somewhere else, or whatever the case may be. But not for nothing, you guys, I highly appreciate you guys tuning in. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be here. So now it's your turn. Tell me what you guys think about what we heard on tonight in regards to the trial. Was it as bad as everybody made it seem to be? Oh my God. Wow. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. While you're there, please take out the time to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed, hello and welcome. If you'd like to join the channel, go ahead and click the pinned post above and join the channel and support me on this journey. We will be reporting to you guys every day about coverage in regards to the R. Kelly trial, the R. Kelly versus the United States trial. Okay, so if you want to hear it and you want to hear it wholeheartedly, tune in here daily to hear the transcripts. Okay, the facts. Can't say it's the truth, but the facts, what is on black and white. Okay, to support the transcripts and us obtaining them, please send your wonderful cash app donations to Whitney D 2014. And make sure you either let me know by indication in the notes that it is towards the transcripts or it's a love offering for myself. Okay, I do not get paid for these videos because of the context in which we're talking about. So your super chats, your donations go very far, and I put them back into the channel. Okay, And I see you, Brandy. It's called perjury. And if she got, if it was perjury, then they would have did that already. They would have called her out for it. Y'all gotta understand, again, all this stuff will take place in and there. They're not trying to wait on anything. Okay? They're not trying to wait on anything. Okay? Can y'all please stop saying that? If she said anything, if the parents did anything, they will be held accountable. The next channel is Diva Divine Light, you guys. And she's going on at 11:30 tonight. Okay? 11:30 tonight. I don't know what time that is for you guys. She's in New York. Okay, I'm in Texas. So just please head on over to her channel that is next. If you guys want to just go over and see when she put the time step on there, when she was going to start, you know, and just click your reminder and it'll remind you from there. Okay, but the next channel is Diva Divine Light. Okay, go ahead and subscribe to her channel now, okay, while you can. All right, now thank you guys so very much. If you would like to send me any information in regards to any conspiracy theories, any advice, anything about the trial, just to say hello, hit me up at reviewswithwhitneyD@gmail.com. That is my email, and I will respond back to you. Or you can hit me at any of my social media, Instagram, Snapchat. That right there below is my handle, okay? And if you're wanting to embark on this YouTube journey, don't know where to start, need an intro, outro, or what have you, let me know by contacting me at WhitneyDavisPlanning@gmail.com, and I will assist you in your YouTube journey with startup, with just the ins and outs, okay? Not for nothing, you guys. That is the video. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I'm Whitney D, and I'm signing off. See you guys over at Divine Lights channel, okay? And show your support with these transcript reading, okay? It's taking a lot out of us. I love you guys so very much, but most of all, God loves you. Guys, keep seeking the truth, whatever that may be. All right.
But today I saw a ladybug, and it's so crazy because Whitney used to always call me Ladybug, and we used to have thousands of ladybugs in Virginia come summertime. We used to open up all the windows, and thousands of ladybugs would just come into the house. They would fly into the house, and it would just be the most beautiful thing ever. And I saw a ladybug today, and it made me think of Whitney. That's so crazy. It really made me think of Whitney.